Think about what 22 years actually feels like. A child born last time Arsenal lifted the trophy is now an adult. They've grown up, gone to school, maybe had their own children. And for every single one of those years, every August hope, every February collapse, every near miss that tore your heart out, Arsenal fans have waited. Well, they don't have to wait anymore. To understand what today means, you have to understand the weight Arsenal has been carrying. The last time they won the Premier League was 2004, the invincible season. A team so brilliant, so complete, so utterly dominant that they went an entire 38 game without a loss. Unbeaten. It felt like the beginning of an era, but it was actually the end of a one. What followed was 2 decades of pain, of promising squads that fell just short, of title races that ended in heartbreak, of watching Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, even Leicester City, anyone but Arsenal, lift the trophy year after year. The fans never stopped believing, but believing got expensive. It got exhausting. It got personal. Because Arsenal isn't just a football club to its supporters, it's an identity, a family, a religion of millions of people across the world who wear red and white and bleed every result. And for 22 years, that religion asked a lot of faith in return for every little reward. When Mikel Arteta was appointed manager in December 2019, the reaction was polite, at best. He was unproven. He was a coach who had never managed a top flight club. And he was inheriting a squad in freefall, low on confidence, low on identity, low on everything. What happened next? One of the great rebuilding jobs in Premier League history. Arteta didn't just change the tactics, he changed the culture. He changed what Arsenal were. He tore it down to the foundations and built something with purpose, with intensity, with, and I mean this, genuine belief. He brought in players who fit a vision, not stars for the sake of stars, characters, fighters. Bukayo Saka, the boy from Ealing who became the heartbeat of the club. Gabriel Martinelli, relentless, electric, utterly terrifying. Declan Rice, the midfield engine that gave this team its muscle. Martin Odegaard, the conductor, the captain, the quiet genius. Slowly, painfully, season by season, Arsenal became scary again. And then came this year. This season felt different from the first week, man. You could see it, how they pressed, how they defended, how they attacked with their terrifying, relentless combination of structure and chaos. They were organized, but they were alive. They were disciplined, but they were hungry. There were wobbles, of course, there were. This is Arsenal. Wobbling is basically in the DNA. There were matches that made fans reach for the antacids, nights where it looked like the old Arsenal had returned, the one that finds spectacular ways to self-destruct. But this team came back every time. And here's what was different about the title race. Arsenal didn't blink. They had the bottle, the conviction when City pushed, and they always push. Arsenal pushed back. Yeah, they did. When the result didn't go their way, they won the next game anyway. This wasn't a team that hoped to win the league. This was a team that expected to. And that difference, that quiet, steely expectation, that is what Arteta built. That is the miracle hiding inside this story. And then the whistle blew. Watch Arteta's face. Watch it. This is a man who said no to other jobs, who took the hard roads, who had to phone season ticket holders and explain why things weren't working yet. who believed in something when almost no one else did, and held onto that belief through 2 years and 5 years of near misses. And look at the fans. The ones who were there in 2004 and never left, the ones who inherited this club from their parents, the ones who are watching from thousands of miles away in Lagos, in Bangalore, in Los Angeles, screaming at their phone screens. Arsenal aren't just a London club, they are the world's club. And today the whole world celebrated together. This moment, this exact moment, is what football for. In 50 years, when people write their history of this club, they will always talk about Henry and Bergkamp and the Invincibles, and they should. But they'll also talk about their rebuild, the patience, the belief that survived 2 decades of hurt. They'll talk about a manager who was so sure of his methods that he made you sure. They'll talk about a squad of young, brilliant, hungry footballers who carried an entire fan base on their backs and didn't drop them. They'll talk about what it means to wait. 22 years. 22 years of watching your rivals celebrate. 22 years of almost. 22 years of telling yourself, next season, next season, next season. There is no next season. This is the season. This team, these players, this manager, this moment. And it's magnificent. If you're a Gunner watching this, I don't need to tell you what this feels like. You already know. If you're not, I hope this gave you a glimpse of why football matters, why this matters, why 60,000 people in a stadium and millions more around the world cared so much for so long about 11 people kicking a ball. It's never just a ball. It's never just a game. It's 22 years of Sunday morning and broken hearts and stupid arguments and unshakable love. And today, finally, it paid off. Arsenal, Premier League champions. Peace.